So, hello everyone and welcome. And you don't see me driving my regular car today, because I'm going to fly to the US. So the next race is in Road America, so a bit north of Chicago, and it will be a bit of a longer trip. So I'm going to take a few days extra in the area and not leaving my brand new Audi RS3 company car for that time in the airport parking lot. So first, one piece of good news. So I'm now a regular member of the Deutsche Post Junior Academy. So no more probationary status after my victory in the previous race. Speaking of, so here are the current standings in the championship. So only one round done, and I put a victory on the board, but still 3 rounds more to go. So everything can happen. And yeah, let's see what will happen, and I'll give you an update when I'm driving north from Chicago to the track. So see you then. So hello and welcome again, and I'm now in Chicago. So I got me a nice rental car at the airport, and I'm driving through the city, out of the city, north to the Road America racetrack, which is one state over. So everything is bigger in the US, as you know, and the same applies to the distances. But I'm looking forward to the drive. I mean, it's summer, the weather is nice, the car is nice, and really looking forward to that race. Of course, I'm the first time here in real life, but I've driven a Road America many times in sim racing, including a few endurance races, so I really know the track well in the sim. And with the extra experience that I have in the car now, I'm reasonably confident that I won't need that much track time to get used to the track. It's more like finding the last sort of 10-15% and to really drive to the limit. It's only going to be a short race, so 15 minutes are not that many laps. So a good qualifying position will be important. And this time we are only a support race as a part of a larger series, so also looking forward to watching all the other races on the same track. And yeah, because that's of course cars you don't see in Europe. So that's another opportunity for me to see race cars and racing series I only would have been able maybe to watch on TV if they're actually broadcasted, or on the web. Here I can see them in person. Alright, so it looks like I've just left the outskirts of Chicago and now, yeah, making my way towards the highway, and then it will be a long but not too long drive north to Wisconsin and to Elkhart Lake. So see you on track. And remember to send it. So now we're on track during qualifying. And I'm about to post my first lap time.
You're now 0.14 ahead of P2. That was 2:14.46.
So first corner you brake somewhere around the 300 mark, and then early on the gas. And you see I'm on pole, but it's close, so it's worth staying out. And here we now have a right-hander before a very long straight, so again important to be very early on the gas. And yeah, you see someone else just posted a lap time that's just 50 hundredths slower, so let's see whether I can improve. But overall, and now I'm braking for the turn 5.
0.25 off the pace.
Very tight corner.
Your rear tyres are cold, your left front tyre is running hot.
Here it's important to brake shortly before the overpass or whatever that is, to be early on the gas. It's a bit blind. This is flat, and yeah, I need to improve a little bit because this is a bit close for comfort. So again, braking 200, left hand corner, taking speed through it, Then we're approaching along rather fast right-hander with the tires squeal and scream. But you could also see how the car slightly bites as long as the tires are not overheated in front. So that's a very nice handling characteristic here. The kink is flat. No problem there. And then approaching a bit of a tricky right-hander. It widens, but you can't really see how far it widens, so it's always a bit of a guesswork still. So that's the final 5 or 10% I talked about, I think, on the drive here, where you really need the confidence to know where to brake exactly. So this was a bit late, for instance, taking not much speed on the final straight, and this looks like being a very similar time, so no real improvement here. So
Sector 3 time is fast.
So one more go. Yeah, and here immediately on the gas, so that's the extra bit of confidence that I have now how the car handles in these exact conditions.
The leader's just done a 214.35.
And yeah, there is the need to actually go quicker and to beat Ostwald to pole position. But overall, very fun. I love this track, and my experience here gave me the extra bit of confidence that I needed to attack every corner with gusto. It would have been very difficult to really learn this track in the short time we had during free practice.
Andy, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
So again, early on the gas, and you see the green split in the display. It's always a bit difficult to see on camera, unfortunately. It's a bit better in the cockpit, but it's not the best contrast they chose there. So this is all flat, so that shouldn't make a difference. So essentially only 3 corners really left where I can win or lose time.
P2. Sector 2 time is okay.
This is one of them. And again, very early on the gas and the extra bit of confidence that I have now. This can be flat, but I'm usually lifting a bit because it's not worth losing the time due to track limit violation here. And then rather difficult still to get right, but this looks really good. This went just about right, and that should be a sufficient improvement. And note this very American billboard there over the track.
Position.
Yeah, so that was pole, and by actually quite a margin, although there are reasonably large margins between second and third as well. So current times, and as you can see from the splits, I'm a little bit better everywhere, and a bit more better in the third sector. And yeah, till the end of the qualifying, not much changed. I think there were a few shifts in places below, but overall, this is a very nice pole position. I'm really happy about that. Let's see what I can make then in the race. Still having my issues with starts. I did a little bit of practice starts, but didn't really get none the wiser. And here it's an uphill.
Go.
Start finish straight, and that catches me and the traction control out. And yeah, so same situation as in the previous race in the Lausitzring. It's even worse here.
You're in the middle, 3 wide. Clear left now. Right is clear.
So yeah, oh yep. Probably I didn't belong there, but I also didn't want to realize that I'm now down in 6th. And at least I did a bit of karma, so I'm losing the immediate connection to the train ahead. But get a good exit, so can I compensate then for things on the straight? Although I don't want to overcook it in the first lap with cold brakes, cold-ish tires, and yeah, see what the others do ahead. I still have 14 minutes to work my way up.
Car on your left.
And otherwise, just
Stay
gathering
on your line.
points is always useful when there are other
Still
people
there.
at the top. So there are
Hold your line.
a few new names at the top, so I don't really
Clear
have
all
to
around.
win, but it would be very nice. And it's a bit of a shame to if there were a bit of a pole position and then a rather mediocre race result. Yep, so here people are a bit cautious or
Left side.
fearing cold tires. And
Left is clear.
I didn't fear them. I knew that this would stick. Yeah, people working their way through the kink. Wolfhard
On your
losing
left.
momentum.
Clear on the left.
Can I make something of it?
Car left.
So
Stay there.
taking space, shoving a bit wide, but there is asphalt on the outside, so
Still there. Left is clear now.
no big deal. And then yeah, he wisely gives me the corner. So okay, in fourth, so that works. That's a bit too wide here, so I'm losing momentum for the straight. But three guys battling, that's always helpful. And that billboard always sort of cracks me up with Henry there on the start finish straight. So fourth after the first lap, not too bad. Yeah, and too wide here is a bit of a problem. So they're losing a bit of time.
Car right. You're in the middle.
Wolfhard trying, but
Right
I'm
side
also
is clear
trying.
now.
So, and yeah, bad
Left
exit
side.
for Müller.
Stay there.
So now it's a drag race.
Still there.
Into turn 5, I think, is the
Hold your
tight
line.
corner at the end.
Stay on your line. It's clear all around. Car left. Clear left.
Yeah, around the outside. Again, the extra 2 or 3% that I knew I could break there and make it stick was helpful. So now in third. Hunting Basel, I think the only name here in front, apart from Leonard in sixth, who also was up here on the last race. So maybe this is going to be my main championship rival.
Right side.
So that looks
Hold
like
your
it.
line. Clear
I'm
right
not sure
side.
why they are so
On your right.
cautious through this corner.
Still there.
The tires have the grip, at least my tires have the
Still
grip.
there. Right
Here
side
I'm-
is clear. Car on your right.
Yeah, I don't want to...
Clear right. On your right. Clear right.
I didn't want to try something through the kink, but others were less cautious, so I think it evens out. So we're more cautious through the long right-hander, and I was maybe overly cautious through the kink, not wanting to enter it side by side. So back down to fourth.
On your left. Still there. Clear left. Car on your left. Hold your line.
Another drag race again against
Stay
Müller,
on your line. Clear on the left.
but I guess he got the better exit, so
The leader has just done a 219.56. That lap was a 219.66.
have to make do with slipstream.
Left side.
And I guess I
Still
find the
there.
better braking point, but can't
Hold
really
your
make it
line.
stick.
Left is clear now.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Trying around the
Car on your
outside,
right.
getting the better exit here.
Hold your line. Still there.
And
Still
now
there.
a 2+2 formation, as you can see, so the two ahead,
Stay
and
there.
then I'm in third and Müller in fourth, side by side.
Still
Yeah,
there.
there he is. And I should
Hold your
know the
line.
inside position should be easier than to
Stay there.
complete the overtake.
Hold your line. Right is clear now.
There we go, and
Your
also
brakes are
Wazzle
cold, mate.
made headway against Oswald.
Car left. Clear left. Right side. Clear on the right.
Yep, that works. So Wazzle going from first to third into one corner when the line isn't ideal. So now I'm now up in second. Oh, sorry. He was a bit overeager there, but no harm done. They're again a bit cautious here through the right-hander.
On your left. Hold your line. Still there. Left is clear.
So I can learn, so just a little bit off the gas is fine to drop behind just enough to be not side by side through the kink.
Watch your rear tyres, they're pretty cold.
That's not even half time, so that's fine. Whoa! I wonder whether he just brake checked me with that or whatever that was. So I haven't heard anything from the stewards whether there was anything there, but yeah, that totally caught me by surprise. Why did he hit on the brake mid-corner, in that corner which is basically flat? I'm not braking there at all. So that was a bit weird one. So probably got a bit of an
B2.
aero damage, not helping my straight line speed.
Left is clear now.
As you can see. But it would be, I think, useful to pass him so that he doesn't do that again or something else. Again, I wonder whether this was just genuinely a bit cautious to the corner or whether that was just another block mid-corner. And the big send, so my sponsor will be proud. I really sent it.
Still there.
But I wanted to get
Still
past.
there.
But he can't do any more shenanigans,
Still there.
if there were shenanigans. I don't know, I haven't talked to him after
Stay
the
there.
race.
Stay on your line. Right is clear.
Alright, that worked. So let's just then focus on the track ahead. And back in first. How far, if at all, will I be able to run away? So here he suddenly can stick with me, so he's right behind in my rearview mirror. Wants to try something during the kink, but yeah, it's not fast enough. So yeah, I wonder whether the slow time in the right-hander was again a bit of a blocking attempt for, because he stays with me here till the end of the long back straight.
Alright Andy, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. He's quicker than us through turn 3.
So now, start-finish straight, he's now a fair bit behind. So apparently fighting with Vassal or whatever. So that should have been it. So back in first.
Half distance, fuel looks good, you're leading.
See whether he can make some headway, but doesn't look like it. That's pretty far in the rearview mirror.
Five minutes remaining, bring it on home, you're the man. Okay Andy, you've used half your fuel.
There's no clearly disappearing in the rear mirror, and I can probably spoil the outcome. Yeah, that basically things stay that way. So I'll leave you just with the engine sounds for the next 5 minutes
Just
plus.
a warning for cutting the track.
And then I'll just say something then when going through start finish, and then about the race results.
Your rears are cold. Your left front is hot. The gap behind is now 2.3. Your rear tyres are cold. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. One more lap and keep it together. We'll win this.
So we're now approaching the final corner, and as you see, was able to get a healthy distance between Austral and myself. So, second race, second win in this series, so I really love the car, but I think it also was a bit of a function of
Well done, mate. That was absolutely perfect. Great
having
win.
some advanced track knowledge. And here even the terrible start couldn't prevent me from going first. And yeah, you see the difference in best laps, so a second ahead ultimately compared to the second best. So I'm now on my way back from the track, and as I said at the start, I've taken a few days extra here in the area. So approaching now Chicago again, from where I will fly back home. Yeah, so looking back at the race results, so I think the main thing that helped me here win as clearly as I did was the overall track experience from the sim, and it has been very similar to the actual track, so hardly any time was needed for me to learn the track, and then I could rather focus on getting the last 5% out of it. And I'm also feeling a bit more comfortable with the car, except for the starts, of course. So that extra bit of confidence also helped me getting closer to the possible maximum. And look at that skyline, that looks awesome. So, where was I? Oh yeah, so race. Now, looking at the standings, so I think Leonard and Basel are now the two main contenders for the championship, but with 2 rounds to go, everything can still happen. And I will give you a further update once I arrive home from the flight. So, with me almost being at Duisburg station again, so what's next? The next 2 tracks are tracks that I don't really know at all, and I'm not aware that they are in the sim anywhere, so Slovakia Ring and Aragon, so maybe the 2 initial victories here will be highly useful, that it will be more like defending my position instead of being able to push further. So yeah, things definitely will stay interesting, and all that I can say now is see you on track, and remember to send it